Yes, 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 yes. Give me just a second. All right, all right. Yes, 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 yes. What's going on? Always remember, folks, whatever you think about comes about. Whatever you focus on grows. We're looking at a chart. I assume you can hear me on Twitter. Let me see. I don't use this often, so if you can, let me know. There we go. It says much better than IG Live. Audio's good. Cool, cool, cool. I got a little video I'm going to post today, man, cruising around the French Quarter talking a little bit. Different locations. The background's kind of cool. You might check it out on YouTube. I'm going to put it up this afternoon. All right. If you ever listen to me talk about the bread and butter trade, this kind of came about, that terminology, bread and butter, just because these were stocks inside of my buy and hold account. And you know, you'd get these quality dividend stocks that start to drift. Like this is Verizon, right? And let me turn these lights off. Get a reflection. There we go. Just getting a background reflection on there on Twitter. So, you know, you'd get these quality dividend stocks and they just start to drift. Well, the further they get away from the 200-day moving average, a lot of people refer to this type of trading as reversion to the mean, meaning they can get too low. You know, they just get too low and then price just pulls it back. Doesn't necessarily mean it's, you know, going to take off in some big, you know, uptrend or any of that. It just, what I began to notice is that these quality dividend stocks, when they would get too far below that 200, they would run. And I would just do the same thing. I would just look for what I called stage ones. And if you're, you know, most of you are familiar with the money flow, I would look for these zones of consolidation. And, you know, we can get down the weeds and say, well, that's a box. That's 5 days of price moving sideways. It forms a little box. It's the first indication that this down move is over. Doesn't necessarily mean it's over, but it's the pattern of when it is over. And, you know, if that makes sense, meaning, yeah, you're very welcome, my man. What was it, Dividend 244? And you could have said that this was a stage one. You're going to notice that it gets real choppy. But ultimately, the further it gets away from this 200, the more valuable or the more lucrative this type of trade can be. And this came about as I would, in my buy and hold account, I would start to kind of load these up. Like I might take a larger than otherwise position. You know, like let's say you hold, I mean, just to keep the math simple, it's never this simple, but let's say you're holding 20 stocks and you've decided, hey, I want to keep, you know, my ratio about 5% per stock. That's common. That's pretty common. Now, whenever you say that, remember, you know, it doesn't start like that. Like, let's say, you know, you might have 10 stock, and well, a lot of times when I add a new stock, I mean, I may put $300 in it. And I establish a position in, say, Cisco. I'm just making something up. And then as I add new money, I'm looking to add to Cisco. ultimately to get it to 5% of my account. And once it hits 5%, maybe that takes a month, maybe that takes a year, I'm done adding. What I would prefer to do is to do that on stage ones over time. So if I didn't own Verizon, the moment Verizon gets really cheap, I looking to start buying it, you know. And I don't need to buy it all in one day. We're doing this for life. Meaning, let's say you only got a little bit of Verizon, then it broke out. There's this giant stage 2. Pulls back to the 20 that you can still buy that, right? So pull back. As it rips up, maybe I didn't get enough. Maybe I don't have a 5%. Maybe I only got 1% of my account. That's all right. We'll get it on the next stage 4. Because what we know is that this cycle plays out, and it'll continue to play out in your life next year and the year after and the year after. And so over time, you know, I've just built positions larger and larger and larger. And at some point, you know, you may end up where, like, you know, I have 70 stocks in my buy and hold. And there's people that say, well, that's too many. I get that. But some of these aren't shit I need to look at, man. Like, I just don't need to look at Pepsi very much. I own some Pepsi. I plan to keep it. I'm not doing a lot of studying on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's there. It's just something I own. And most of my study time would be devoted to charts and looking for, you know, if I'm going to add something new. And I don't always want to keep adding new stocks. I want to limit it to like 1 to 3 a year at most. Some years I don't add any. Now I'm talking buy and hold there. But I get the question all the time, if you had 10 grand, what would you? I would do what I do now. I would look for stage 1s. I would begin to drip money into it. You know, I would do the exact same thing that I'm doing right now. I would do that, and I would do it every day. I wouldn't dump all my money at one time into 10. That's crazy. I would just start moving forward, dropping money into various stocks. So if we look at AT&T, it's at a hell of a bump. Now, I've been pretty happy about, oh my God, dude, look at this. Look at this. Listen, I hold this in my buy and hold. I've held AT&T for 11 years. For 11 years, I've been collecting dividends on this stock and reinvesting them. And whenever it goes into a stage 1, I buy a few shares. And this was brutal. And, you know, I had a lot of people hit me up, think this is, it had 2 camps. 1, they saw it as an opportunity. 2, they're like, fuck this buy and hold. If you do that, you will never have big gains. Meaning, if you try to avoid this in your buy and hold account, and you don't like when your buy and holds go down really far, you will never make a lot of money. You just won't. You'll roll out of them looking for something going up, and you'll be chasing all the time instead of allowing the power of the natural flow of the money flow of price moving sideways, price going up, price moving sideways, price coming down. These are what make us our money over the long term. Meaning we need Exxon, we need oil to go to 0 and Exxon falls to 28. Yeah, it hurts, you're down 55%. But now you're compounding dividends on stage 1s. You're adding to your position on stage 1s. And then over the next year, 18 months, your account goes up massively as those stocks recover and begin to run, as we've seen with Exxon. So the recent debacle in oil that we saw, which happens periodic, and I promise you there'll be another one. I promise you. Oil will be like, only idiots own oil. It's all about solar. We're all going green. I've been hearing that shit my entire adult life, okay? And every time the play was to take the opposite of that. That was the play. So, AT&T, a lot of negative news. Now it's fucking ripping. And so once you bring a stock into your buy and hold, you got to have conviction. Like, don't add shit that you're going to change your mind on next month. Like, don't put something in there that next year you're going to be like, oh, I don't know about this. Like, if you're doing that, that's not a buy and hold, okay? That's something else. Do you have a stop loss on Twitter? No. Let's see. I'm getting a lot of people who want to get out of these growth stocks. Guys, I can't sell these stocks here. I'm not selling stocks on a 30 fucking RSI. Fuck out of here. I'm not doing it, man. I'm not doing that. I refuse to participate in that. You sell them low. I'm not doing that. I do not sell stocks on 30 below RSIs. That's when I buy stocks. Okay? So, if you think you need a stop on a stock that is worth $60 that's trading for 40, I don't know how the fuck you get rich. I don't know how you'll ever get rich. I don't understand it. That never crossed my mind to put a stop on this. Now, I get it if you're day trading or you're short term, but that's not what I'm doing. So I'm not taking on the attributes of a day trader, when I'm not one. I'm not a day trader, man. Like, this is Twitter. So if you're a day trader, yeah, put in some stops. If you don't believe the fundamental analysis that Twitter's worth 60, if you just don't believe that, then you should put in a stop. I believe it. I mean, when was a good time to put a stop in on AT&T? So let me know, when was that? So when do you think was a good time to get stopped out of this? Over here? Let's get stopped. Oh, right here would have been a good time, right? So if we move the chart over and we can only see this, we're like, oh, this looks terrible. The box was broken. It's going down. All right, well, you sell it. And now look. Why? Because this was fucking stupid price, man. This was beyond ridiculously low. Okay? This is stupid. This is, if you understand basic fundamental analysis of stocks, and if you understand that and understand value, the idea of cutting this would have been the last thing on your mind. You would have been thinking, holy shit, how do I buy more of this? You get what I'm saying? So, I've just stopped buying. I don't know, man. Let me get off that. Let's see. There's this. These are, you're gonna. It's just right now the market. There's only so much money in the stock market, right? And now you add NFTs and you add crypto and there's all this stuff buying for money. There's only so much money in the world. So when one sector gets hot, in order to buy AT&T to push it up 4% today after it's all, like, who is the idiot buying this today? It's on a 73 RSI. Who is buying this? I have no idea. I'm guessing traders maybe, because there's no way I would buy this stock here. No way. Where should we have bought it? If you follow me at all, if you've done the slightest research, I'd be like, I'm not even thinking about it unless it's banging down here, which is where my friend might want to sell Twitter. I hope you're not going to sell Twitter there. I bought 75 stocks of T at the lowest level. Beautiful, sir. Beautiful. I love hearing that. That's nice. Now, this box got a little wacky. Look how wide it is. That's a little wacky, but I still think we can call that a box. So there's stage 1. Now we got a 2. Now, what are we waiting for here? You know what I'm waiting for. 1, it's going to tag the 200. That's the bread and butter trade where the money flow pattern sets up below the 200. Now, this only applies to dividend stocks. We put this in our Discord. I noticed a few people posting shit that's not dividend stocks. I'm not saying it doesn't work in those other stocks, but what gives me the assurance to not use a stop loss is the fact that it pays dividends. And so you get what I'm saying? That's what makes the bread and butter work as a trade, is that you're getting paid to wait. Anyway, that's Twitter. What did I do? Did I go backwards? Oh, no, there's AT&T. I'm sure this will tag 2701. And then if you notice, look, that's previous high and the RSI is extreme. So we're waiting for a top here. So today, as of right now, I would call this the top. I didn't say I'd do anything. I'm just saying it's the top. So as I watch this, I'm fully anticipating stage 3. And we're in the corner. We're right here. The corner of stage 3. So where the 2 and the 3 interact, one day will be the highest high before it starts to go sideways again. And what would that be? Well, we can't officially call it a stage 3 until what? 4 days of price going sideways. And you're probably going to come down here And what's going to happen? The 5-day, the 10 is going to start to turn to the right. They're going to come toward the 20. RSI is going to be extreme. I don't think because of dividend pay. Now, this has nothing to do with dividends. AT&T's been paying it paid a dividend the whole way down. Nope, has nothing to do with dividends. And you say, well, how do you know that? Well, look at Verizon. Look at Verizon. Woo! It's like a growth stock. This is why you want to be diversified, right? You want to be diversified. Yeah, they've cut their dividend. Dividend cuts are good. Everybody acts like they're bad. They're good. If a company's cutting its dividend to save money or to invest in the future or because the economy's gotten bad, that's good. That's called being fucking smart. What are you going to do? If you have a problem at your house and you're low on money, what are you going to do? Tell the wife, oh, don't worry about it. Just keep spending on the credit card. Matter of fact, let's just give money out to people. No, right? So it makes no sense to be paying a dividend if the company's strapped for cash. So in my opinion, when you cut a dividend because it's the fiscally responsible thing to do, that's smart. I'd like to buy more shares of that company, please. Take a look at Ford. Ford cut their dividend. Why? COVID, man. They're not going to pay you money when they're worried about selling cars. Right. What is that? That's called smart. That's called smart. A lot of people cut Ford because they cut their dividend. Very bad. Very bad. Don't do that. Go look at, man, I could name a bunch of these. Kinder Morgan. They cut theirs. Warren Buffett started buying it. Why? Because they were smart with their money. They did. They already brought the dividend back for Ford. It's now paying a 5% dividend. You should not sell stocks because they cut their dividends. Delta cut their dividend, and I'm up 100 and something percent since then. What do I give a shit about a dividend if my stock goes up 100%? So, and you say, why? Well, I was buying it at $28 when they cut the dividend, and now it's 40 something dollars. So, look, Delta's creeping up. This one doesn't pay a dividend, so it doesn't qualify as a bread and butter stock. Does that make sense? Let's see. What's up, Michael? Let's see. We ain't got much on Twitter. It's fun. I'll do some more Twitter lives. I should have tweeted it, right? Why didn't I tweet the tweet, man? Let's see. Will it let me? Broadcast details. Ask for a share. Ask for a follow. Start sketching. Broadcast details. I'm just messing with this for just a second. Hold on. It won't let me share it. Very interesting. Thoughts on BXRX? Come on, man. So, I mean, right now, if I was looking for trades, like fast money trades, I'd be looking for these laggards that are these dividend plays, like 3M. Oh, somebody already beat me to it. It's already popping. So this is another bread and butter. It's trading way below the 200. These stage ones are buy zones. Buy zone, buy zone. It will creep up. It will hit 180 and then probably go on to 198. It's an undervalued dividend stock. What was it? A couple weeks ago, I was saying Dow is another undervalued dividend stock that fell under the 200. Look, I tell you, if I ran a hedge fund, this is all I'd do. I'd sit around watching dividend stocks, waiting for them to fall underneath the 200. The moment they got under it at a pretty decent spec, I would wait for the stage one setup. Means I'd be buying here, probably buying here, buying over here, buying down here. Now we're going to run up, bang it, sell half, let the rest run. Just keep doing that. Sell half at the 200, roll it into a new one, wait, let the rest run. And just keep cycling that. Just keep cycling your money around inside your portfolio. Let's see. There's tons of these, man, right now. Cisco, they're all over the place. Cisco. Cisco is not one. Cisco is one we trimmed. I don't know why I had that on my mind. I wanted to talk about CRM. This is not a dividend stock, but it's part of the Dow. A lot of people asking me about this today. Do not buy this. This is not a buy. This is a stage 4 decline, man. It just broke the box. This is day 1 of the sell-off. Had a guy today. He told me he was buying it. And I thought you bought my book. Yeah, I did. Send it back. Because obviously I wasted the paper and ink sending it to you. This is day 1 of a stage 4 decline, man. Day 1. Like it just started. So that was day 1. Bam. It says best time to sell. You're buying. So you don't buy until the corner, man. You got to make sure it's done dropping. It is not done dropping. This just started. Look how far away these moving averages are. This thing ain't doing jack shit for a long time. Nothing. This stock is going to do nothing. This is dead money. Now, I like it. Now, maybe it gets back up in this previous box over here. If that's the case, then, maybe that changes a little bit. And it's kind of at support right now. Not much, but kind of. Don't buy this, though. What do you mean, thoughts on Gush? I'm long Gush, man. We've been long Gush. If you're just now getting in Gush, you're late, bro. Did you see BTSC is going to offer BTC as a dividend? Yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll see how that plays out. I like that idea, though. It's too soon on CRM. I hold this in my buy and hold. This is way too soon to be buying this stock on this right now. Let's see. Is there a dividend ETF you know of, GP? Of course, man. There's tons of them. Just type that into Google. You're going to see a bazillion dividend ETFs. But I would think on that for a minute. Don't chase dividend yields. The goal isn't to find, if you see something that's got a 10, 12, 14% dividend yield, you're probably going to lose all your money unless it's set up for that. You say, what do you mean? It's a REIT where they're borrowing money and they're leveraging, and you understand the leverage effect and how they're creating that dividend. So, make sure, there's tons of dividend ETFs, but don't buy them just to buy dividends. I mean, got to make sure that you got a plan. Like, get real clear. Like, why am I buying this? What account do I have it in? Am I planning to buy and hold it? If you are, buy it when it's on sale. Don't just buy it to buy it. Yeah, IP, International Paper. Let's look at that one. I've owned that stock for years. So I own CRM. It is below the 200. It is a big cap. It is a Dow stock. It does not pay a dividend. This will set up soon. It's too soon yet. You got to wait. Too soon, man. IP. But put it on your list. Oh, one thing before I go on this. I was trimming CRM up in here. We were trimming it over in here and over here. Why? My position went really far. So you see the money flow, right? Like, these things are going to play out over your life, man. You're going to get lots of these. Amazon, Tesla, they've all done this a bunch of times. Run down, right? Start to go sideways, and what happened? Didn't work. Got smashed. So now what? Well, another stage 4. We'll let for it to set up. And guess what? Eventually it'll stop, and it'll turn, and it'll rip. So as we build out this portfolio and you're buying holds, man, it gets fun, dude. You're just waiting on these. That's it. So look at IP. Own this one, I don't know, 6-7 years. Look at, now it's ripping. It had done really great, and then it kind of went in this slog down. All right, let it come down. I had no interest in adding shares over here because I didn't really think it was on sale. So what do I do in my buying? I just leave it be. I don't have to do anything. The moment it broke this 200, now my attention gets a little more concerned. So once it broke that 200 in my buy and hold, I mean, I've got to be thinking about buying here. I got to be thinking about buying here, right? Price builds a box, comes back above the 5. I got to be thinking about buying here. What does TipRanks think IP is worth? Let's see. Morningstar does a pretty good job of these stocks as well. All right, that's not great. 10% upside. Not amazing. But 10% puts it where? Back to about true value, which is right here, right? So that seems pretty simple. So if you remember, I think I was buying this. Let me see a second. Was I buying this? Ooh, hold on. Pretty sure I was buying IP. If you don't know, I try to log all my moves. I mean, it's possible here and there I miss one or forget to put one in, but I log them the day or so after I text them. So like yesterday, has this not been updated? Hold on, let me update it. I updated it before I got on here, I thought. Yeah, there we go. So yes, this morning I trimmed Exxon, Chevron, and RTX in the dividend portfolio. I just trimmed them. What's a trim? It don't have to be anything. It could be 2 shares. Like say you're sitting on 63 shares. Trim could be trimming 3. So you trim 3, you trim 3, you trim 2. That money gives you $600-700. What could you do with that? You could add it to something else that's on sale, right? Inside of your buy and hold. I closed out Nucor in my trading. That didn't work because now it's flying. But still own it in the buy and hold. I thought I was adding to IP. I know I text that. I have to go back and check my text log. I may have forgot to log it on here. I try to log them. Sometimes I forget 1 or 2. But if you're getting my text, man, inside the Discord group, I post when I text. I also post it inside the Discord in my channel. It just gets hard to text it, post it, log it. Sometimes it gets lost. Oh, there it is, man. Right here, man. Come on, Gerald. Trimming Amgen and IRM, pushing profits to HBI and IP. That was on 12/28. You say, why is that important? Well, let's look at this on 12/28. What was happening on IP on 12/28? Right there. Stage 2 breakout. It's almost like I read the book. Now, would I add here? Hell no. I'm watching it. I should have added on that day. Why didn't I add that day? I must not have had the money or something. Let's see. The day before, trimming Cisco. And what else did I trim? Oh, Amgen and IRM. So let's see. Why did I trim those? So let's look at IRM. Ooh, look at it on the 28th. Oh, Gerald. Oh, what's going on, man? Right at the top, man. You see, Gerald, you didn't do that. Yeah, I did. Right there. So what else did we trim? So we trimmed there. Why? So I want you to see that I want to sell into this, guys. I want to buy this. Get it? So when a guy's like, I want to get stopped out on, no, dude. I'm not stopping out on a 30 RSI. I'm looking to be a buyer. I'm getting stopped out on a 70 RSI. So, and I didn't sell it all. I just trimmed some. Trim a little bit off, raise some money. Why? I need to add to IP. I need to add to IP, man. So let's see. What was the other one? Oh, Amgen. Why do we trim Amgen? Now here's one I trimmed that I'm actually was break even on. You say, well, why would you do that? Because the value of the stock has come down since I've been holding this. Doesn't mean I'm getting out of it. Doesn't mean I'm getting out of it. It just means I need to trim it. Why? RSI is extreme. I'd rather put some back on down here when it comes over. So it goes over, goes up, goes over, comes down. Right. Cisco was another one we did on the 27th. I think I trimmed it. So what's going on Cisco on the 27th? Looks like the top two, right? So, again, just trimming. Now, don't let that fuck you up, man. I start teaching this, and people go in there buying holds and want to trade it like they're fucking day traders. You're not a hedge fund manager. You're not a day trader. If you had a very small position, there is zero reason to trim this. Okay? Just acknowledge that you would have, you know? Because look, over here, same thing. It hit it, pull back. Doesn't mean it's done going up. It just means I would have trimmed some and put it back on here. If you don't think you're going to be able to put it back on, or you don't have the discipline, or that stresses you out, some shit I don't trim. I just don't have that big a position. It's pulling back. Good. Let it pull back. I'm looking to add. I'm trading it for the rest of my life. Meaning I plan to hold Cisco until I die. IP until I die. You get what I'm saying? So as you do that, you're going to see it's going to run through these cycles. Now this one's selling off, about to be a stage 4 decline, right? Right out of the book, stage 4 decline. It'll come down. Good. I hope it comes down, way down, so that we can what? Start loading it back up again, man. I don't want my dividends buying shares higher. I want my dividends buying shares lower. Yeah, AEO was another one we talked about. That these bread and butters are good options trades because they're low volatility stocks. This one's about to rip. Pays a dividend. It's trading below the 200, and it's worth more. So let's pull it up. AEO. This one's gonna go. That kind of rhymes. AEO. This one's gonna go. $36. Undervalued by 41%. It's lagging because the other retailers have all broke out. What does that mean? All right, so we're looking at Cliff. What's up with Cliff? It's not Cliff, CLF. Let's see. Yeah, big move. Cleveland Cliffs. Isn't this a like Freeport McMoran type stock? Nope. Good move in Cliff though. I wouldn't be buying it, but yeah, I'm hoping you're already in it. All right, Affirm. I was hoping we'd get through a whole session without talking about growth stocks right now, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, don't buy this stock, bro. You need my book. I don't think you have it. It says best time to sell. It's going down. I wouldn't sell it here, but I wouldn't buy it. Not yet. Not yet. Now that was the stage 1 there. Obviously not done. Broke again. So you're probably looking at it coming into the 70 range. What do we think it's worth? AFRM. Yeah, you can cut that in half. So even if we cut that in half, that's $80. Well, it's already $80. So I don't know, man. These growth, they're just not getting any love, bro. Like it doesn't, it don't matter what they're worth. People are not buying them. Big institutional money is not buying these stocks right now. So, and we're not going down the list of all these fucking growth stocks. No, they're not buying them. Any of them. They're all not being bought. PaySafe, PayPal, Square, Snap, all of them. Nobody's buying them. They're going down or sideways. So, until that changes, the moral of the story or the lesson is you need to own different types of stocks. Okay? You need to own different types of stocks. You got to diversify, man. It's a good time, start catching some of it. You don't have to do something either just because you own something. Like, leave it alone. Like, just let it be. And turn your attention to other shit. And when these set up and get ready to run, meaning you don't have to keep buying them. They may go down another leg and 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 another leg. And then if you'd have just waited till the bottom leg, I mean, your money would do a lot better than trying to buy every single bottom. So if you've noticed, I haven't texted out a lot of these. I don't think there's any money in them, man. Like, they're not turning yet. So, I've been nibbling a little bit on ARK. I like DraftKings here, but, it's probably going lower. Look, it just broke. Down it goes, man. So, I don't know when these stop going down. They're going to stop going down, but I don't know when. Crypto plays are fine. I mean, how much crypto exposure do you want? Like, do you just want everything in your fucking life crypto? The problem with that is then when the dividend stocks run, you don't have any. So if you own crypto, why not buy dividend stocks? Why take all your money that you have a bunch in crypto already and then come into the stock market and just buy more crypto shit that goes up and down with crypto? So if Bitcoin's not going up, Coinbase is not going up. So why not buy something that could go up? So that's kind of my thought on the I own Coin, I own CLSK. I like that one. It's being crushed. I don't know. It's too much. It's too much crypto exposure to own them and the stocks. Unless you're owning the stocks because you don't want to own the coins, then that can be good, or at least keep it small. I'm in DOT. I'm long DOT. I've been building that one up. Let's try it. Man, growth is getting smashed again. I'm long DOT, but if growth keeps getting hit, these cryptos are coming down too, man. Not all of them, but some of them. Yeah. Where's Riot? Riot's going down, right? God damn, Joe. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know on the growth stocks. I'm not selling them here, but I don't know. None of these are going up, man. What about, where's Facebook? Now Facebook might, because it's a big cap. Now it's going down too. So if we look at the QQQ, what's up with it? Down it goes. So looks like stage 4 decline now. So, this is our bottom, right? Hopefully. Goddamn, the only thing working is car companies. Jesus. So where's gold? I'm long precious metals. Oh, wait. What do we got going here? UGL. Gold's creeping up. Silver, we're long triple silver. Silver's barely going anywhere. Just an all-around shitty day, it looks like. The only thing working is AT&T and Verizon. That's a sad day. Crocs. Let's look at Crocs. Yeah, all of these retailers are looking good. I don't know, man. Are they treating Crocs like a growth play, or are they treating Crocs like a retailer? If this is being treated like a growth play, I would wait, man. I don't know, bro. Look at Target. Target's a stage 2 breakout. Walmart. Let's see. Somebody said, well, Maine is an ETF or a. Did you say Maine? Maine is a REIT, ain't it? Main Street in Maine. That's a REIT. I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. You might be swinging it to 150, bro. JEPI. Equity Premium Income ETF. Okay. Huh. I have no idea what that is. I'm guessing it's an index that holds a lot of dividend stocks based on its chart. Well, that's it, man. That's all we got working. I mean, looks like everything's getting smashed. So, Ford is trying to hold on. It's 77 RSI. I've already trimmed this, so I don't have any intention of trimming it. I trimmed over here, so this is just bonus for me. AG&C is one I like. It's moving higher now. God, look at that. Whoever bought down there had a nice little pickup, man. You remember I talk about this, when it drops down like this, next day it comes back into the box. There's your buy signal. Yeah, I get it. I like their dividends too, I'm sure. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. The only things that I see that could pop, American Eagle Outfitters looks like it could pop. Prague looked okay this morning, but I hate to look now. Yeah, now it looks like it's turning down. But this morning it looked like it might hold this level and rip higher. I mean, I wouldn't give up on it yet, but all right, let's check Gush real quick. Oh, I know. So Gush is fine. Too far to buy now, but looks good. Remember, right there was our buy signal. It broke. Remember, I got stopped out here. I closed out the trade for a 20% loss, and then it popped right back into the box. So what did I do? Got long again. You take it and move on. Take your licks. Don't even think twice about it. Fuck it. Keep going. Hey, don't do any good to look back. Oh, I shouldn't have done. No, you should have done that. Stage 4 break. I mean, it looked like it was going to. If it went to 60, you'd have been very sad. Don't hold those triple leverage like that. Be very careful. Where are bonds? All right, this is an unusual market. Bonds are coming down. Tech's coming down. Crypto's hanging in there. The Dow's, what, flat? Now it's up 100 points. Yeah, man, I don't know. Still room in the Dow to go higher. Still room in the SPY to go higher. Tech's coming down. Biotechs are down. Growth stocks are down. Down, 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 down. IBM, is it going to the moon? Let's see. Yeah, we were talking about IBM in the Discord group, remember? God damn. Look at that. Wow. Man, remember we were talking about this. This was one of the dogs of the Dow stocks, I believe. Big cap dividend stock goes underneath the 200. There's your 2 buy points. There's where you take your gains, and then you just let the rest run. You could sit here and do this all day with these type of stocks. It's got to be a dividend stock, though. It's got to be a big cap dividend stock. I've seen this work so much. Beautiful move on IBM. I think Holly was the one pumping that in our group. So I'm hoping she's still in it. I assume so. Maybe take a little off the table here. Maybe. Nice. Nice, man. What's funny is I decided not to add IBM, even though it was in the talks of the town. Smooth move, Gerald. Now, I get a lot of people, they'll be like, oh, I don't want to buy that stock. That's too expensive. So instead of buying 10 shares of this, they'll go buy 1,000 shares of a penny stock. And then your penny stock goes down and this goes up. And so your 10 shares, your $1,180 is now $1,400 and something dollars. Don't buy stocks based on price. The price doesn't matter. Like it's how it look. Price doesn't matter. Sometimes people say, well, it's easier for those small stocks. It's just because there's money going in. If money goes in this one, it goes up. If money goes in Bitcoin, it goes up. I had a lady, and I'll end you with this. This lady sent me a thing and said, Gerald, I bought call options on Zynga, and they're now negative. Why would they be negative? I was like, the stock price went down? She didn't realize they could go negative. Now, I don't know how you got to buy call options and didn't understand they could go negative. Yep. I didn't even yell. I felt sorry for her. Yeah, IBM has great fundamentals. I don't know about great, man, but they are doing some cool stuff. They own the Weather Channel and stuff now. So just so you know, options can go negative. Apparently that surprised her. Dow on its way. Is it blasting too? Fuck, dude. Yeah, man, we could see all of these. It's close. All right, Twitter, appreciate you on here. I might do a Spaces a little later today. Or here shortly. I don't know. Be good. Well, that was kind of fun doing it on Twitter. Not many people there. Couldn't do IG. Man, those fucking robots yesterday it was too much. At one point, there were 300. There were more bots on the thing than there were people. There were, at one time, like 260 something bots. How would I deploy 5K to get started right now? Well, I would buy my book first. So that takes you to $4,933. And then I'd come trade with me. That takes you down a little bit. And then as I issue signals, just drip the money in. And be fucking patient. And let it play out. Don't just drop $5,000 in the market, man. Get what I'm saying? So I would wait for the next signals we're going to do. That's what I would do. That's what I'm doing. That's what I do every day. So every day, you don't see it like I build positions over time. So I would just do what I'm doing right now. So I would go over here and I'd look and you'll see, like, get in a flow with me. So you need to go put these into your stock charts. So I'm assuming you have charts, and I'm assuming you come over here and you can click like dividends. Here's the stocks I'm following. Here's the stocks I own. Here's some from an article. If you're not doing this, don't put $5,000 in, dude. You're not there yet. So if you're not using charts and you're not creating folders and you're not following stocks, so then you obviously haven't read my book, the free one, You Don't Have to Die Broke, because in there I talk about chapter 10, the dogs, power of the dogs. So that's where I would start. I would start with the dogs. Come on, man, get your shit together, son. Come on, man, I gotta come to your house. Can Johnny get his shit together this year, ma'am? Please let him. Please stop putting money on his credit card. Please let him get his shit together. Please. Just because you're his girlfriend, don't ruin his life. Or boyfriend. Please let her trade stocks, sir. Don't be an asshole. Let her trade stocks. Please, sir. Let your wife make you money. Don't be lazy your whole life. Let her help you be better. That's how you have to pitch it to him. Let's see. It's worse with in my experience, I find it being worse with husbands that are not into the stock market. It's like talking to trees, man. Like they just don't give a fuck. Period. Not even thinking about it. Let's see. That's it. Like and follow and all that good stuff. Yeah, but dude, drip in. Find these ones on sale. If I had $5,000 right now, seriously, I'd open an E-Trade account. I'd go read my book. You Don't Have to Die Broke. I would then get the money flow, and I would just follow along, do what I'm doing. If you listen to me for a while, I think you'll be okay. And then at least when you hear other people talk, you'll be able to decipher bullshit, right? You'll be able to decipher bullshit. And, you know, then you'll be all right. Take your time with it, man. Rita. And go get more money. $5,000's chump change. Oof. I don't know, man. There's no appetite for these stocks right now, dude. Nobody wants to buy these. That's your problem. Nobody gives a fuck about these stocks. Nobody's buying them. That's the problem. Now, that could change overnight, you know? But it's, I don't know, man. Where's Sava right now? I mean, as much as we like them, they're not going up. Sava looks good. It's up 7%, holding steady. Maybe that'll get going. But it is down big. Let's put this in. RETA. What do they think on that RETA? Oh my God. $93 price target. I mean, look, here's the crazy thing. This dude has a $35 target, and this dude has a $244 target. How can they be so diabolically opposed? I mean, that's a hell of a range, dude. Do you think the market is going to react with the FOMC? I think it doesn't matter, man. Honestly, you spending 10 seconds thinking about that just wasted part of your life. Who gives a fuck? Seriously, who gives a fuck about the FOMC meeting? It doesn't matter. I mean, what are you going to do? Front run it? You're going to buy some call options on the VIX? Put it on your credit card? Borrow it from your mom? Load up on the VIX? I mean, what are you going to do, man? It doesn't matter. But yes, will it react? Of course it'll react. Can we interpret the reaction? No. I mean, you could gamble it. I'm just not into the gambling thing. I just, I don't know. Yeah, AT&T's moving nicely. But yes, I do think it'll react negative. That's probably what's happening right now with growth stocks. They're anticipating more rate hikes, right? Growth stocks do fine under high interest rates. I don't understand the freak out. If you go back and study history, they had growth stocks with higher interest rates. So, all right, man, you guys be good. This is Tip Ranks here. I wouldn't get too caught up in what the FMO, what they say. They're going to babble. They're going to move the markets around. That's what they do. Play your positions. if you're dripping into these growth, just keep it small, man. Like, I don't know what to say. They're not going up, you know. I wish they would. XLV. Yeah, see, I don't know. This doesn't do much for me. I would have took some off, and now I'd be sitting in a half position. I wouldn't buy here, but I would be anticipating a stage 3 and then a move down lower. That's kind of what I'd be thinking. Do you have any solid recommendations for healthcare stocks? Yeah, but they're all overpriced right now. You know, my largest is Pfizer. A little overpriced. It's now on a sell signal. I've been taking gains in it. The other one is Amgen. You know, it's fairly priced now. It's not a bargain. So there's no healthcare that I think are on sale right now. And that's what I like to buy shit on sale. Yeah, watch for the Bitcoin drop. CAT scan riots are partly due to Bitcoin mining shutting down the grid. Energy costs skyrocketing. I mean, do they really have that much going on in Bitcoin over there? Do you have any? I hadn't heard that connection, but honestly, I hadn't looked. I almost stopped reading crypto news. It's so fucking stupid. They talk about the dumbest things. And it's all the same shit. Bitcoin's going to 100,000. Bitcoin's going to $18. They always give you, there's be literally articles side by side. 1 million, Bitcoin's going to 1 million. Next one says Bitcoin's going to 2,000. They're number 2 in mining. All right, I mean, I get it. I could see where it would drop the price, but it seems like that story gets old too. I mean, they shut it down in China. They were number 1 and Bitcoin did fine. So I don't understand how people react to these stories, but they do. You're right. They could stop all mining. I don't know why that would affect the price. To me, in my mind. Okay, don't mind it. Somebody else will, so... Right, that's all media. But everybody's media, man. I mean, you come over here and you put in... Let's put in... Watch this. These guys crack me up. Let's put in... Dot. First thing. Don't miss the next big move for DOT. Will Polkadot outperform in 20... Like, all of this is just fucking nonsense. These guys are all idiots. They don't know shit. All they do is fucking hype it, dude. These guys are all tech geeks that just regurgitate the same shit over and over and over. You know, I listen to BitBoy here, but all he does is pump shit, man. That's it. All of these videos. So you can just pick one. How to make $100 a day. And let me tell you who not to listen to. This guy. Anybody that says how to make $100 a day in anything, just ignore them. Let's see. Polkadot price prediction. Let's see. Now we can just put in any of these, and this the whole space is terrible, man. It's run by very smart idiots. You know, and it gets even dumber when we start listening to CNBC. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Bitcoin crashed to 40K intimate. It's going to happen for certain, according to this guy. Let's see. Oh, wait. So here we go. Back to back. BitBoy and then whoever that guy is. This guy says it's crashing to 40K. BitBoy says insane Bitcoin pump coming. That was 41 minutes ago. They don't know shit. He knows jack shit. Nothing. So as we go down here, now I like this guy, and he doesn't know shit. Cryptos Are Us. I like that guy. He seems like a nice guy, but he doesn't know jack shit. Let's see. I really like James. James is a very smart guy. He doesn't know shit. So I love Sailor. He doesn't know where it's going either. Let's see. While swinging a hammer. I'm jealous, man. I wish I was swinging a hammer. I'm fixing to be swinging a hammer. Now, Paul, I mean, this guy's so abused on the internet, you can't even watch his videos anymore because they're just all taken out of time frame and out of context. All these videos with Raw Paul are just like, they're all fucked up, man. All right, here we go. The moon. Oh, why 120K Bitcoin next week? Next week is possible. Next week. It's going to double next week. And this is live, and there's 3,500 people watching that complete nonsense. So let's keep going. Wait, here we Plan B, biggest Bitcoin crash coming ever, is now in 20. Remember, he said it was going to 100,000. Now he says it's going to crash. All nonsense. The more and more that I've been in the crypto space, the more and more I realize not one of them knows shit. Nothing. They're all full of it. They know all the technicals about it and how the coins work and this and that and MetaMask and NFT. They know all that shit, but they have no fucking clue where price is going at all. And most of them are too smart to even understand that. They're so smart, they're stupid. They don't realize, they don't know. They have no idea. It's a goddamn religion. Let's see. And how do I know that? Because this guy can tweet and move the whole damn market. So that tells you nobody knows shit. Crypto hype is dead. Yet he was literally just hyping it 41 minutes ago. This was yesterday, though. So my point to all that is be careful listening to all these guys. They actually don't know. Even though they put out good information, intellectual information, like how it works, how coins work, they have no clue where coins are going, man. Neither do I. So that's my point to that is be careful listening to any gurus that seem to know where stocks are going or where this is going or that's going. Nobody knows, man. All right, guys, be good, man. If I can do anything to help you, let me know, okay? Peace.